Well, hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the 150. Getting kind of a late start tonight. Just been kind of running around all over the place today, but good things are coming. I'll tell you more about it when I'm able to. But tonight we have got 8 first round and 4 second round matches in the largest simulated women's wrestling tournament of all time, the 150, where we took the PWI list of the 150 best women wrestlers in the world from last year, and we've been pitting them against each other in a single elimination tournament for the last few weeks. We've already got, I believe, 20 of the final 32 have been determined. We're going to add 4 more tonight. We are going to kick things off with one of the top stars on the independent scene, Savannah Summers, who for some reason has 2 spaces between her first and last name. Sorry, I didn't catch that in time to fix it. Big news about apparently Saray's leaving WWE. Interesting. The 2K23 roster is already outdated, and it's not even technically out yet. So our opening match tonight is Saya Kamitani, the number 7 overall seed in our tournament, taking on number 122, Savannah Summers. We have, of course, already seen Savannah Summers once when she beat Natalya Markova in a qualifying match back in episode 2. This is Kamitani's first appearance. I am yours truly, Pat Dooley, by the way. I don't think I introduced myself up top. I am the creator and I guess you could call me the booker here at Pro Wrestling Simulated. I am also the creative lead at FXE Wrestling, as well as I will be the play-by-play announcer when we start doing our live shows, which are imminent. I don't have a specific date yet. We are still waiting on some paperwork from the venue. But once that is all taken care of, we will be good to go, and we will be running live shows. And you'll be able to hear me calling actual matches instead of having to get my reps in here virtually. Yep, so Savannah Summers, as the announcer just said, is from Adelaide in South Australia. She is the current reigning Riot City Wrestling Women's Champion and Power Slam Wrestling Women's Champion. She's trained by Hartley Jackson, who we saw a lot of in the 500, which was our primarily men's tournament. We were more so calling it the heavyweight tournament because it did include men and women. Hartley Jackson had a good run in that tournament, and Chris Basso was Savannah Summers' other trainer. My apologies. But she's going to need all the training she can get because she's going in against the number 7 female wrestler in the world, according to Pro Wrestling Illustrated last year. Here comes. Ooh, there's the music. There she is.
And from New York, the worldwide Stampede Champion, Karen Tommy.
Okay, so they didn't update her hometown. She's actually from Kanagawa, Japan. But she is the Wonder of Stardom champion, the Golden Phoenix, Saya Kamitani. She's held the title for over a year now, which is, a big part of why she wound up with a top 10 finish in the PWI 150, coming in at number 7 last year. It was her second year on the list after having been number 39 the previous year. So, of course, she's going to be looking to hit some of her trademark moves, the Star Crusher. She's got a lot of top rope high flying moves, shooting star presses, Phoenix splashes, as well as a variety of kicks. So we will see if she can utilize that against Savannah Summers, the First Lady of Australian Wrestling. Nice springboard crossbody right off the jump. Looking for a very quick win. The winner of this match will wrestle again tonight. I mentioned we have 16 women vying for 4 spots in the 3rd round. That will be determined by the last 4 matches of the night. We're going to have 8 first-round matches, followed by 4 second-round matches. Nice flying fist there by Kamitani. The winner of this will face the winner between Holodead and Hikari Noah, which is a match we will see later on tonight. Also coming up tonight, we're going to see WWE stars like Rhea Ripley and Dakota Kai. We're going to see Anna Jas from AEW. We're going to see a couple of representatives of the NWA and Marty Bell and my friend Kamille. Of course, Stardom will be well represented tonight. Oh, going for a pin here. Another 2 count for Kamitani early on. Saya Kamitani, Momo Watanabe, Natsupoi, and, of course, Mercedes Mone will all be in action tonight. We'll also see Impact Wrestling's Taya Valkyrie, Ice Ribbon's Saori Anu, Tokyo Joshi Pro's Hikari Noah, and, of course, independent stars like Savannah Summers, who we see in the ring right now, as well as Jordan Blade and Rachel Rose. So, star-studded show tonight. Kamitani and Summers starting us off. Summers has wrestled control away from Kamitani here. Nice, Mr. Perfect snapmare as she jumps over. Oh, and Kamitani kips up into a head scissor. Nicely done. Springs deftly to the top rope. Into a Senton Tomiko by Saya Kamitani, and she has taken control back in a big way. 1, 2. But Summers, very tenacious, manages to kick out. Referee telling her it was 2, but not really because he wasn't facing her. Kamitani again to the top rope. What's she going for here? Oh, a twisting shooting star, but Summers got her knees up. And then takes her down with a flatliner. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh, almost a huge upset. The number 122 seed over number 7. Excuse me. Statistically, that would only be the 3rd biggest upset. Oh, TKO by Summers. Beautiful move. Goes right into the cover. 1, 2, 3. And Savannah Summers does pull off the huge upset. Number 122 over number 7 in our opening contest.
Here is your champ, the Princess.
Winning it with that flatliner. Nicely done. 3-star opener here. And Savannah Summers moves on. We will see her in action later on tonight against either Holidead or Hikari Noah, whoever comes out on top in that match, which is coming up. Now we get to enjoy WWE 2K22's load times, which is just, gosh, my favorite part of these streams. I did something I never do today, and I hopped on Reddit just to see if there was something I was doing wrong that was causing these insane load times, and nope, it's just the game. Apparently everybody online has these same complaints, which, you know, makes me feel a little better, but not that much better. I'd rather have I'd rather have it actually work, but we can't always get what we want. Sometimes you just might find you get what you need. So yeah, we've already got, that was the 3rd biggest upset of the tournament thus far, behind only Ty Mello beating Bianca Belair and Becca beating Jade Cargill. And with the number 7 seed out already, a lot of high seeds drop. Number 1 is out, number 2 is out, 4, 5, 7 all out, and 10. So high up. One fall.
Making her way to the ring from Auckland, New Zealand, one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, Dakota Kai.
I just realized I didn't update the titles, put them on Lita and Becky, because I forgot. And I'm also, kind of in denial that happened. Also, I just realized it's 10 after 7. And I did not take my meds today. So you guys get to listen to me take my meds. Dakota Kai, the pride of Auckland and New Zealand, preparing to take on a woman who does not seem to be getting an entrance. I'm guessing this is a Dre Gaming edit.
From Vancouver, British Columbia, the Action All-Star Alliance World Women's Champion, Taya Valkyrie.
This is Taya Valkyrie from Impact Wrestling. She's the current Lucha Libre AAA Worldwide Reina de Reinas champion. That's the belt she's got around her waist. That's the Women's Championship in AAA Lucha Libre in Mexico. She is also currently the Heavy on Wrestling Women's Champion, the Major League Wrestling Women's World Featherweight Champion, and one half of the Impact Knockouts Tag Team Champions with Jessica. She's 5'8", 145 against Dakota Kai at 5'6", 121. It should be an interesting kind of clash of styles. Dakota beat Charlie Morgan to qualify for this match. This is the first time we are seeing Taya. Of course, you know, if you've been following wrestling for really any length of time and watched anything outside of WWE, well, maybe even a little bit of WWE. She was briefly in NXT. But Taya's been all over. Probably seen her greatest fame in Mexico, but has also, you know, her star is developing in the States as well, primarily because of her involvement with Impact. Dakota going for an early pin here. She's the number 119 seed, which feels very low. I imagine she'll be significantly higher on the list next year. We will see. Currently, she's ripping at Taya's face. A series of kicks and then a step-up enziguri, and the former captain of Team Kick, Cap Coda. Oh, just a splash across Taya's back. And Taya's kind of struggled to get out of the gate here in the early going. Dakota Kai in pretty firm control. But Taya utilizing her power advantage, slamming Dakota down. Dragging her away from the corner. Hooking the leg. One. Yeah, much too early for that. Dakota able to kick out with relative ease. Taya looked like she was getting ready to talk some trash, but Dakota, she hesitated there in the corner. I was going to say she made Taya pay there for, made her pay for taunting her, but then she just kind of let her go. Not sure what Taya's going for here. Oh, no, not that curve. We've seen a lot of wrestlers use that in both of our tournaments this season. That sort of surfboard curb stomp combination. Now she's stalking Dakota. Got her up. Face buster. 2, 3. And Taya Valkyrie is your winner. So we do have 5 of our top 10 instead of, or currently still active, instead of just 4, which is what it kind of looked like when Dakota Kai got off to a hot start there. A glam slam. Guys, I'm sorry. I have been fine all day, but as soon as I put on the headset and start talking, whatever allergies mixed with the cold I'm getting over, picking up some dust or something, because I am super congested. So I apologize in advance for the weird nasally voice you're going to be hearing for the next hour or so. I am. Stand by 1 second while we wait for the intermittent times. Try and blow out some of this dust by getting my fan going. Oh God, Dewdrop. I'm so sorry. I hate your song. It's just terrible. But Piper Niven is great. Here we go. The First round rolls on. Oh, by the way, Taya, by virtue of winning that match, will now face the winner between Natsupoi and Jordan Blade later on tonight. So that's part of the reason why you're seeing some of these matches go pretty quick, is these women know that they still have, if they win, they have to go again later. So, conserving some energy, you want the quick win, so you got to come out swinging, but you also, don't want to wear yourself out. But here we go. The winner of this match is going to face either Rhea Ripley or Saori Anu later on. We got the number 23 seed on the right. That is Kamille, the NWA World Women's Champion, and my friend. I love Kamille. She's one of the associate trainers at FXE, and she's just great. She's fun to be around. And her opponent is one of Booker T's disciples, Raquel Rose, the Queen of House Rose, the Inspire Pro Wrestling Champion. And then we're in Switzerland, apparently. That's another Dre. No, she's got a video. They just didn't bother to do an entrance for her. One fall. See, that's the chance you take when you... not bad. That's the chance you take when you use the community creations and don't do much customization to them, is sometimes they come to the ring in complete silence. So hopefully Camille's got an entrance. Rachel Rose, boo. Oh, crowd not loving Rachel Rose. I was thinking, are we just not going to get entrance music? But Dakota got hers, Saya got hers. I think Savannah Summers had some. Oh, here we go.
And from Durham, North Carolina, the National Wrestling Alliance Women's World Champion,
Kamille making her way to the ring, 5 feet 10 inches tall. Just an absolute Amazon of a woman. There's a reason that some call her the Brick House. She is built for mayhem. You saw her successfully defend that title in Mexico against Lady Flammer earlier this week at the World is a Vampire crossover event between the NWA and AAA. Her husband and my friend, Tom Latimer, unfortunately came up on the losing end of a trios match against one of my favorite trios in the entire world, Nueva Generación Dinamita, Cuatrero, Sansón, and Forastero. Love those guys. Love you, Tom. Love you, mate. Hope your travels get you back home safe. Yeah, man. Never go in against death with never go in against a Sicilian when death is on the line, and never go into a trios match against MGD. That's just good advice. Kick to the spine here from Rachel Rose, and she is in early control here. Trash talking Camille's boots. Fan holding up a sign demonstrating a gorilla press. Meanwhile, Rachel Rose with a backbreaker. Not the same. And there's another fan with an identical poster. Blue background with the purple person holding up a green. It's almost like those are... and Rachel Rose just hung herself on the middle rope to drop that knee. The relative inexperience of the 4-year pro Rachel Rose here beginning to show as she hangs herself out to dry. Camille's got her up looking for an Alabama slam. Driving her down. Brutal move, and now going right into an ankle lock with there's I guess more of an ankle pick. She's got the knee down. Now just going to deadlift her up into a vertical suplex. Nicely done. Kamille headed up to the top now. Looking for an elbow and nails it. One for the pin. 1, 2. And you can see the influence of Tom Latimer there with that forearm across the face. Classic heel maneuver, even though, Kamille's a face now. Shotgun drop kick from Raquel. A kick to the chest. And a hair pull. 1, 2. Kamille kicks out. Kamille swings, but Raquel ducks it. Now into a hammerlock. Now, I was hoping to have Kamille on here to do some color commentary for her own match, but because of their travels to Mexico, she just wasn't available, and I didn't want to bother her, when when she's at a show to do this. So poor timing on my part because everything got pushed back a few days because of me being sick. It just didn't work out. But if Kamille wins, you better believe I'm going to ask her to do her 3rd and 4th round matches. Another Alabama slam. 1, 2. Oh, nope. Raquel Rose gets her shoulder up. Oh, now she's taunting her. She's waiting for her. Got her up. Oh, go to sleep variation out of a vertical suplex. 2, 3, and that's all she wrote. Kamille is moving on.
Here's winner, Mills.
Is that another 3-star? I didn't catch the rating. We'll see here in a second. So far, 3 matches, 3 stars each. So Kamille will face now the winner between Rhea Ripley and Saori Anou. Can I just say how much I want to see Kamille against Rhea Ripley? Holy crap, that match would be great. Not that it wouldn't be great against Saori Anou, but I mean, come on. It's Kamille and Rhea Ripley. It's not a dream match. What is? Well, we're blowing through these first 3 matches and through them in 22 minutes. This one might wind up being a very short stream, which I'd be okay with because that tag team stream I did Tuesday night when I was feeling like dog poop that went 3+ hours. That was rough. I didn't care for that at all. But here we go, our 4th match. And I do apologize. I did not go in and edit that Anna J to be Anna J-A-S, which I know is technically her name now. I also didn't go in and capitalize Mercedes Mone's name. I got a lot going on. I apologize. But you know what? The important thing is that the matches are happening. And so far, 3 for 3 on pretty fun matches. So I'm excited for the night to unfold before us. Mentioned, Dakota Kai is out. She was the number 119 seed. And Raquel Rose is out. Dakota, yet another in the line of qualifiers who then don't make it out of their first episode of regular matches. Some of them have won their first round match, but then lost in the second. But so far, the only qualifier to make the final 32 is one fall.
Making her way to the ring from Warner Robins, Georgia, Anna J.
Anna J.A.S. Becca is the only qualifier to have advanced to the round of 32. Anna J. did not have to qualify. Neither did her opponent. They are both among the top 108 seeds, which is how those were the ones. They didn't get buys, but that was the cutoff point. I'm sorry, 106. That was the cutoff point for whether you needed to qualify or not. 107 or higher all had to qualify. Anna J at 103 did not need to, and neither did her opponent, the number 26 seed in our tournament. That's your cue, production. There it is. And there she is.
And from Boston, Massachusetts, the International Wrestling Grand Prix Women's Champion, the Superstar.
Huh. So I'm bummed that the game, I know it's accurate to when the game came out that she was using the theme with Snoop Dogg, but the original version of this theme was so much better. I loved her NXT theme and her original run in the main roster. But there is the IWGP Women's Champion, the first ever winning the title. I'm sorry, she's the second ever. She beat Kyrie, who was the first ever champion. But Mercedes Mone, a trailblazer, one of the Mount Rushmore, the four horsewomen of the women's revolution. Mercedes now kicking butt in Japan, in the fledgling women's division in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and she comes out firing here against Anna Jas, the Queen Slayer, the star of the show, in there against the boss, the blueprint, the CEO, Mercedes Mone. Anna going for the pin very early, kicks out immediately, because of course she does. You're not going to pin Mercedes Mone that easily. Anna does have a size advantage here at 5'8". She is one of the taller women in the tournament. Mercedes only 5'5". She also has a resulting about 30-pound height advantage, maybe. Mercedes in control here early, sending her out onto the apron. Oh, no. A sunset bomb to the concrete by Mercedes Mone. And then a running knee to the face, just trying to cave Anna Jay's torso in with the kick to the chest as well. Anna fights her way out of it, getting Mercedes backed up to the barricade. Referees count up to 3. Of course, keep in mind here at Pro Wrestling Simulated, we utilize a 20 count on the floor, not just 10. So you got plenty of time on the floor because we don't want countouts. It happened a few times during our inaugural tournament, the 500. We've not had one yet in any of our Season 2 matches here in the 150 or our tag team tournament that we're also doing concurrently, the 100. Anna just striking the crap out of Mercedes here, now tying her knee up in the ropes. Oh, but Mercedes ducks a punch, firing off kicks. And now, dropping her into a neck breaker. Basically making her clothesline herself to the mat. 2 count only, says the referee. Mercedes disagrees, but, referee's discretion. Mercedes now heading back up top. Frog splash! 1, 2, 3, and that does it. Mercedes Mone is moving on. So far, aside from Savannah Summers beating Saya Kamitani in our opener, favorites have been kind of rolling here. Mercedes using a frog splash, shades of her favorite wrestler, Eddie Guerrero. The winner of our next match. Only 2 stars for that one because it was over pretty quickly. Anna got a couple of bursts of offense in there, but she really never particularly stood a chance in there against the IWGP Women's Champion. And now Mercedes will hang back and watch on the monitor as Momo Watanabe and Marty Bell do battle to determine her opponent. Not gonna lie, Elias's theme kind of slaps. I'm behind on Wii, so I'm not sure if he's still using that theme since his return. I hope he is, because it's great. It's one of the handful of actually memorable themes on the main roster now. Here we go. Marty Bell, Momo Watanabe. The winner will face Mercedes Mone in the second round. Amen. So, Savannah Summers, Taya Valkyrie, Kamille, and Mercedes Mone have all moved on to the second round. We will see the four of them later on. We're about to find out who their opponents will be, starting here with Marty Bell, the number 90 seed, and number 39, Momo Watanabe.
The following contest is scheduled for
one fall.
Making her way to the ring from New York, Marty Bell.
All right, Marty Bell, trained by the legendary Johnny Rodz, a 14-year pro, mainstay on the independent circuit. Lady after my own heart with that Detroit old script D on her shoulder there. I don't know if that's actually on her gear or if that was just a placeholder for something else that they couldn't get when they were doing this community creation. But it's pretty good Marty Bell. And we're getting Pyro that we don't get to see because we've got a close-up on Marty Bell. Cool. And here comes True Heart, Momo Watanabe.
And from Japan,
Momo Watanabe from Kanagawa, Japan, a city that I'm not confident I can pronounce. She's a technical wrestler trained by Fuka. She's going to be looking for her running double knee that she calls Somato. She's an 8-year pro, so not as experienced as Marty Bell, but Marty didn't start until she was 20, and Momo is only 22 years old. So Momo Watanabe was 2 years old when Marty Bell made her professional debut. And Momo started wrestling at age 14, which is not so uncommon in Japan. And I mean, admittedly, you know, at FXE, we have a couple of high school students that are in training to become wrestlers, including a 14-year-old. We call her Addie the Baddie. She is... She's awesome. You know, she's young. She's in like 9th grade. Is that what the grade you're in when you're 14? But it's very cool seeing her in there, you know, especially getting to, you know, hang around with the NWA World Women's Champion, Kamille. Side suplex there by Marty Bell, now just raining down punches here. She's seen 3 straight underdogs get beat relatively quickly. So she does not want to make it 4 in a row as she goes right after the number 39 seed Momo Watanabe. Now heading up to the top rope and coming down from the top rope because, sure. Firing away with punches and kicks. Not letting True Heart, the JK fighter, get any sort of momentum going. Well, as soon as I say that, she grabs Marty's arm and slams her down by it and then stomps the elbow. 1, 2. Say that. I would be surprised if that kept Marty Bell down, but considering how fast these matches tonight have gone. Pulling Marty to her feet. Big roundhouse kick ducked. And now Marty with a float over. Oh, a variation on a neck breaker, followed by a jaw breaker. She's just hitting all of the lower skull joints there. Momo now pulling her up. And setting her up and over. Oh, but Marty's able to catch herself. But not from that drop kick. Huge drop kick by Momo Watanabe sends Marty Bell to the floor, and she gives chase. Drop kick to the back of the head. Momo with a half and half suplex on the concrete. Brutal move by Momo Watanabe. Might go behind. Oh, right into a choke. It's hard to tell exactly what kind. Might be a Kurafuda. Might be. It's not a Katahajime. But yeah, that's not a great camera angle, guys. Can we get maybe a different angle? No? No? Okay, cool. Thanks. Oh, and sends Watanabe into the corner head first. Marty now in control after escaping that choke. And snake eyesing her off the ring apron. Of course, every announcer that's worth their salt will remind you that is the hardest part of the ring. If you've never seen the anatomy of a wrestling ring, one, I recommend you check out episode 2 of season 2 of The Academy, the reality show on FXC Wrestling's YouTube page, where I explain the parts of the ring. But for those who are not wanting to leave this stream, which God bless you, I'm glad you're not. But the way a ring is set up is it is a metal frame. So it's metal all the way around, and then a few crossbars in the middle. Wooden planks, like 4x4s, laid across it lengthwise to, so that it's a flat, even surface. Then there's a thin layer of padding spread across that, so that you're not just landing directly on wood. And then there's a canvas stretched over the top of that. Hold on, after the Bulldog from Bell, she's going for the pin. 2, Momo Watanabe able to kick out. So and then a canvas is stretched across that for, aesthetic purposes and to kind of keep it all together. So naturally, around the outside of the ring, that's where the actual frame of the pedigree there by Marty Bell stand by. 1, 2, 3, and Marty Bell pulls off the upset. The number 90 seed, Marty Bell, is moving on to round 2 and a showdown with Mercedes Mone. Big win for Marty Bell. So anyway, that anecdote took almost the entire match. The metal frame around the outside of the ring is, the actual sturdy part of the frame is where that ring apron is. So taking moves on that hurt more because there's more like foundation to it here. The metal is sturdier there. There's less give than there is, say, in the middle of the ring. That's what I was trying to say in the most roundabout possible way. But it is that's not my job. I'm not getting paid. I will be when FXE starts doing shows, but for these streams, I'm not. I am just doing this to, get some reps in, wait for the shows to happen, since most of my duties at FXE currently are creative-based in nature rather than commentary, which, hey, I'm not complaining. I have wanted to be a wrestling booker since I was 7, so very cool that I am, kind of getting to live my dream. So, up next, we are going to find out who will be facing Kamille later on tonight. Goldberg probably had the best WCW theme ever, right? I'm trying to think of any that are better. Shout them out in the chat if you can think of any. I mean, Flair's was great, but it was also just, classical music. It was also Zarathustra. So it's not like it was, anything created for him. Sting's Crow theme was really good. I liked Luger's, mid-90s theme. Like the Nitro era Luger theme was really good. I mean, Savage was still just using Pomp and Circumstance. And most of the WCW themes were just knockoffs of popular songs of the era, primarily grunge, because that was kind of Bischoff's scene. But DDP used a version, basically the karaoke version of "Smells Like Teen Spirit." Jericho had even flow. I think Raven used Come As You Are. But here we go. Time for our 6th match of the evening. One fall.
Making her way to the ring from Kyoto, Japan, the women's champion, Satoru
So that's Saori Anu. She is Xfinity champion, title she's held since June. 5 foot, 321 pounds, trained by Yuna Manase, the untamable Saori Anu. 2022 was her first ever ranking on a PWI list, and she debuted at number 87. She's a pretty solid seed, but she is the underdog going up against number 42. You see her there, the Nightmare, Rhea Ripley. Of course, representing the Judgment Day. Ring announcer.
And from Adelaide, Australia, Ripley.
It's our second wrestler from Adelaide tonight. Kind of a fun little small world moment here as we rapidly approach the halfway point of our stream tonight. This is our 6th of 12 matches. Hi, Mommy. God, I love Rhea Ripley. She's great. One of my all-time favorite female wrestlers. Just fantastic. Of course, representing the Judgment Day. Man, how can you dislike Rhea Ripley? She is just so freaking good. Do I wish she had picked Bianca Belair so we could get Rhea and Bianca? Yeah. Will Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair have a really good match at Mania? Yeah. I'm not mad at it, but I would have preferred Ripley and Bianca. So, talking about creative stuff, let's talk a little bit about the build to Mania. It's weird, right? It feels like earlier this year, the table was pretty well set for some not necessarily predictable, but like logical ways for the book. And then they just haven't. So I don't know if this is the result of, Vince McMahon being, back involved with things. But I don't know, just the card as it's starting to come together. And I mean, keep in mind the show is less than a month away. It is 23 days away from night 1. So it's I don't know. I'm just not. Roman and Cody's going to be good. Rhea, after a series of stomps in the corner, going for a quick pin here. I wasn't going to do it. The main event for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes going to be good. They're both, probably both doing the best work of their career right now. But it does feel a little sour. And it's hard to say how much of it is a result of Cody's injury last year, because Cody had so much momentum when he returned at last year's Mania. It looked for sure like, they were strapping a rocket to him, and he was destined to be the guy to beat Roman. But it feels like they took that, destined thing a little too far, because they've had 2 opportunities in the last 6 months or so to build to tell an all-time great story. And they are telling a great story with the bloodline. Don't get me wrong there. But, hold on. Rhea going for the pin. 2. Still too early. Rhea has controlled most of this match. We're getting some glimpses of offense from Saori Anu. But Ripley, this is her brutality after all. Big leg drop right across the chest and throat of Anu, and I'm just stomping away on her. What was I saying? We're talking about the Mania build. I've been saying it for months, but I think Drew McIntyre should have won the title at Clash at the Castle. He should have, they could have replayed that moment of him holding those titles aloft in Cardiff for a generation. But they stuck with the plan. Looks like 1, 2. Ooh. Rhea almost fell victim to that stomp there from Manu. Manu's actually got a finisher built up here. A little metagaming. Oh, but goes right into a crossface. I guess it's more like the label lock, the way she's got the arm twisted. Rhea trying to fight. Rhea taps out. I don't know that I've ever seen Rhea Ripley tap out. I'm sure she has. I'm sure it's happened. But, wow, I was not expecting that. Saori Anu picks up the win.
Here is your winner, Satoru.
She wins it with a label lock. It's Bryan Danielson. Anu now moves on. 2.5 for that one. That's our second straight 2.5-star match. And we now know that she will be the one to face Kamille later tonight. So a big win for Saori Anu. Probably the biggest of her career. And, she's got another big one ahead of her. 2 more matches here in the first round on this episode. Then we'll take a little 5-minute intermission. And when we come back, we will have 4 second-round matches here in our 150 women tournament, the largest simulated wrestling, or simulated women's wrestling tournament. One of these days, I will get my own catchphrase right. And the joys of recording from home. Don't know if you can hear my cat howling outside my door. She has decided it is time to eat. I disagree. Here we go as Jordan Blade from the Kings of the District prepares to take on Natsupoi from Meltier. A couple of tag team specialists here. We did just see Meltier lose, and it was in fact Natsupoi that took the fall. She's pinned by Maddie Renkowski on our last stream. When Bougie Reality, the 100th seed in our 100 tag team tournament, upset number 36 seed Natsupoi and her tag team partner Tam Nakano. So Bougie Reality moves on because they move on to the third round, despite being the number 100 seed, the lowest seed in the tournament. So good for them. But here we are. We are now in Baltimore. Jet setting on this episode. Here comes Jordan Blade. One fall.
Making her way to the ring from Richmond, Virginia, Jordan Blade.
So Jordan Blade making her way to them from Richmond, Virginia. Currently the Paradigm Pro Wrestling Heavy Hitters champion. And alongside Brooke Valentine, co-holder of the Capital Championship Wrestling Tag Team titles, trained at the Ground Zero Wrestling Academy, was actually part of the 500, our inaugural tournament, losing in the first round to Penta, now Penta El Cerro Miedo. At the time, he was Penta Oscuro. So Jordan Blade hoping to avenge that loss and get some momentum, as the Kings of the District have yet to make their debut in the 100. Of course, Natsupoi hoping to bounce back from a loss 2 nights ago in the tag team tournament, hoping not to lose twice in 1 week. No pressure. So, Natsupoi, of course, teaming with Tam Nakano. They beat Main Event back in episode 3 of the 100, but then lost to Bougie Reality in our last episode. So, difficult loss there for Natsupoi, but she's going to hope to bounce back here with a win over Jordan Blade, Trap Daddy, the submission sniper, the ankle breaker, Jordan Blade. And, of course, the winner of this moves on to face Taya Valkyrie later on tonight. the bell. Oh, some back and forth there to start. But then Jordan Blade opens things up with a big suplex. Jordan Blade with a decided size advantage, 9 inches taller than their opponent, and about 77 pounds heavier than Natsupoi as well. So Jordan Blade with a distinct size, strength advantage. Natsupoi, the high-speed fairy, is going to have to utilize her speed to overcome this obstacle in her path in the form of Jordan Blade. Blade just pummeling Natsupoi here. We're setting up for the ankle lock. Jordan Blade calls themselves the ankle breaker, among other things. I mentioned earlier, submission sniper, trap daddy. Lots of great nicknames for Jordan Blade. Hoping to add the first ever World Simuladies champion, which is what will be determined by this tournament at WrestleMania, which will be happening WrestleMania weekend in 3 weeks. Natsupoi going for the pin. Doesn't even get a 1 count, I don't think. The video lagged for a second there, so it's possible there was a 1. And it just happened between frames. Natsupoi out of the top rope. Santana Tomiko, and I feel like I heard something crack when she did that. And that just seems to have enraged Jordan Blade. Maybe that sound was just Jordan Blade snapping, because they're firing off strikes now. Natsupoi. Oh my God. Blade was going to take her head off with that running kick, but Natsupoi dodged. Now firing up with that tilt-a-whirl Frankensteiner. Rolls up into that sunset bomb. We saw her use that against, I think that was the move that they used to beat Main Event. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. No, Jordan Blade kicks out. Firing down left hands. On the top rope. Referee telling her to get down, but oh, and she does. Okay. I guess she misjudged the distance or something, decided that she didn't want to risk flying across the ring at Jordan Blade and sort of paying the price for it. Because now Jordan is pummeling her with forearms to the spine. Her feet kick to the midsection. Huge knife edge chops. There's a series of strikes here from the submission sniper. And a big clothesline takes Natsupoi's head off. And again, Natsupoi the higher seed, but oh, there's that ankle lock. That is Jordan Blade's finisher, and Natsupoi's in a lot of trouble. Blade hasn't really worked the leg that much yet in this match, but they've done a ton of other damage to Natsupoi, and apparently that wasn't enough. Goes for the pin off of it, though. 1, 2, 3, and they are able to get the pin. So number 74, Jordan Blade. I may have spoken too soon earlier when I was talking about how the favorites had been winning pretty handily. They did win 3 in a row.
Here is your winner, Jordan Blade.
Jordan Blade picks up the win, moves on to a second round showdown with Taya Valkyrie. But I think the big story is Natsupoi becomes the first wrestler in PWS history to lose 2 matches in a single week. Of course, based on the way the tournaments have been going, she's also one of the first to have 2 matches in a single week. But, details. And now we're going to our last first round match of the night. And we will find out who will be facing Savannah Summers later on this evening. First up, we are going to see Tokyo Joshi Pro's Hikari Noah as she takes on one of the top women on the independent scene, Holiday. You know, it's not a lyrical masterpiece, but the Street Profits theme is pretty good. So we actually know, based on the seeds, that the winner of this match will, not only will they be facing Savannah Summers later this evening, but they will be facing Savannah Summers in our next match. As the, you know, we do base the order of matches on. Excuse me. Congestion is killing me.
From Tokyo, Japan.
Kari Noa making her way. I can barely speak. I can speak just fine. I just can't breathe out of my nose, which means that when I speak, I'm using up all of the breath that I have. God, allergies are the worst. I absolutely hate them. One of these days, I will do something about it. But one of these days, I will hopefully be getting paid enough to do something permanent about it rather than just, you know, popping a Zyrtec every day. Ooh, Holodead taking Rhea Ripley's theme. Gutsy. So anyway, about the participants in this match, which I realize I haven't been talking about. Hikari Noa from Tokyo Joshi Pro, from Hokkaido, Japan. Stand by.
Every man's nightmare.
So yeah, Hikari Noa, the number 71 seed in our tournament. This is their second appearance on a PWI list after being number 109 last year, 5-year pro. She's only 5 feet tall, so she's one of the smaller competitors here. She's in there against Holodead, making her 4th appearance on the PWI list, starting in 2019. Number 58 is their highest ranking yet. So, you know, a big year, 2022 for Holodead. Heavily featured on Major League Wrestling, now back on the independent circuit. I want to pick up a big win here over one of Japan's finest in Hikari Noa. And again, the winner will get a 5-minute break along with the rest of us and then return immediately to face Savannah Summers. Working over the arm of Noah. Just not really following. Okay, well then, taking your time before going into the pin, because, you know, why not, I guess. Nice. Oh my. Brutal inverted cloverleaf there by Holodead. But Noah able to fight out of it. Noah now sending Holodead into the corner. Oh, hard buckle bump there by Holodead. Noah now out to the apron. Up to the top. Flying Huracan Rana by Noah. Only gets a 1 count. And a springboard moonsault. Sort of a quebrada there by Noah, and then a kick to the spine. Oh, went for a double stomp. Holodead rolled under it. Nice counter into the cravat suplex. It looked like Holodead was planning a springboard of her own. Decides to go for the cover instead. Only gets 1. Now pulling. Oh, just deadlifting her into that side suplex. Noah kicks her away. So 20 women have already qualified for the round of 32. We're adding 4 more tonight. One of these 2 women will, you know, the winner of the, oh, God, side suplex right on the apron. The winner of this is going to face Savannah, jeez. He's going to face Savannah Summers when we come back from our intermission to be the 21st to claim a spot. We're almost 3/4 of the way through the first and second rounds, which, I mean, obviously is inevitable as we get closer and closer to WrestleMania on WrestleMania weekend. I haven't decided yet if it's going to be Saturday or Sunday. We're going to have to see what, if any, FXE duties I have that weekend to decide whether or not, to decide which night, probably which afternoon the show will be. Knee drop across the face by Noah and a standing moonsault. Referees count up to 6. Again, they have until 20 to return to the ring instead of the traditional 10. More kicks to the spine, went for a double stomp, and again, Holiday rolls under it. Firewoman's carry now on the floor by Noah. Oh, God, just slamming her into the barricade. Brutal move by Noah. See, I would have thought fighting on the floor would have played to Holiday's strengths more, but series of big punches. But Noah escapes. Now, what is she going for? No, code red on the floor? God, what a brutal move there by Hikari Noah. To a 13 count now. She's just kind of dancing around Holiday. I guess decided to just return to the ring. No, and now she goes back to the floor to break the count. And pays for it as Holiday sends her into the apron and returns to the ring. Just bad strategy by Noah. She should have left Holiday on the floor, even if she didn't win by count. Oh, but she walks right into a spine buster there by Holiday. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh, he actually saw the rope break. Cool. That happens about 50% of the time in this game. There have been many instances throughout both this and our tag team tournament where the referee has just flat out not seen somebody get to the ropes. Holiday now working over the knee and ankle there. Pulls Noah back to her feet, looking for a suplex. Snaps her over. Holiday in control here, looking to put her opponent away. Noah ducks a clothesline. Back into the Firewoman's carry. Drops her face first. Rings of Saturn applied by Noah. But Holiday able to get a foot into the ropes. Lucky break for Holiday. Because Noah, that I believe she calls that the Blue Racer. 1, 2, 3, and Hikari Noah pulls off another upset tonight, the number 71 seed. 71.
Here is your winner, Hallie Noah.
Holiday, the latest in a long line of upsets. All right, 3 stars, tied for our best match of the night so far. So we know it's going to be Hikari Noah moving on after the minor upset, number 71 being number 58. She will move on to face off against Savannah Summers once we come back from our intermission. So we have 4 matches still to go tonight. They are all second round matches to decide who will claim 4 spots in the third round, which will be coming up in a week or so, 2 weeks maybe. I don't have the schedule in front of me, but I will have it when we come back from the break. When we come back, Hikari Noah, who you see right there, will face Savannah Summers. Mercedes Mone will face Marty Bell. Kamille will take on Saori Anu. And Taya Valkyrie will face Jordan Blade in our main event. Spots in the third round of the largest simulated women's wrestling tournament of all time are on the line. Don't go anywhere. We will be back in 5 minutes. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, everybody in between. I am yours truly, Pat Dooley, and welcome back to the last 4 matches of the night here on episode 8 of the 150. Folks, we started with 150 of the best female and non-binary wrestlers in the world, and we are very slowly but surely narrowing that list down. Let's see, where are we now? I think we're down to 60. We're down to 60. We've had 90 fall along the way. We're going to have 4 more do so here in my folks' neck of the woods, Louisville, Kentucky. Savannah Summers, the first one out, hoping to join Charlotte Flair, Miyu Yamashita, Utami Hayashishita, Shoko Nakajima, Arisa Nakajima, Maki Ito, Jacy Jayne, Viva Van, Savannah Evans, Tootie Lynn, Jamie Hayter, Jessica Troy, Serena Deeb, Natalya, Miyu Watanabe, Raquel Rodriguez, Dana Brooke, Miranda Alize, Leila Gray, and Becca, who have all already qualified for the round of 32. There are 12 spots left to fill in that round. We are going to find out 4 of them tonight. So Savannah Summers, the number 122 seed. If she wins, she will be only the second woman to have won a qualifier and advanced to round 3, the other being Becca. Up until this point, all other qualifiers have lost. There are still 6 that have yet to have their first actual tournament match. Eva Kolaski, Takumi Roha, Davienne, Liza Hall, Luo Farrell, and Hyper Misao. Hikari Noah, we just saw beat Holiday before the break. She wanted a lot of abuse during the course of the match, but looking like the break did her a little bit of good. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ring, Savannah Summers has had a lot of time. She won our opener and then got to sit through 7 more matches after pulling off her upset over Saya Kamitani. This is the number 71 seed, Hikari Noah, against the number 122 seed, Savannah Summers, for a spot in the final 32, if that gives you an idea of how these upsets have been going. Mentioned earlier about the high seeds that are no longer around. So, logically speaking, the 32 women that should advance to the round of 32 should be the top 32 seeds in the tournament, correct? Yeah? Makes sense? So far, Brada by Noah, beautifully done. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. Almost a very quick victory there for Hikari Noah. But as I was saying, so far of the top 32 seeds, only 4 have qualified for the round of 32. Now, granted, there are still several that have not yet competed in the first round, as well as 3 that haven't competed in the second round yet, who we will see tonight. Mercedes Mone, Kamille, and Taya Valkyrie are all still to have their second round match. Big splash by Noah going for the pin. 2. Almost a man. Hikari Noah going for the pin early and often. Summers staggering to her feet. Up into that Firewoman's carry. She's setting her up for the Blue Racer again. She is. This is the move she used to beat Holiday in the first round. Just stretching Summers' shoulders and neck with that submission. Trying to get her to tap out. Holiday didn't tap out, but Noah was able to pin her after. Summers escapes the hold, though. It's more than Holiday was able to do. Holiday was saved by the ropes. Summers sends Noah to the floor, but a lot of damage done by that Blue Racer. Now with a submission of her own. It's on the floor, so it's not going to count. Oh, my God, just trying to wrench the arm out of joint. I mean, pretty solid strategy. She can't pick her up into that Firewoman's carry or, oh, God, Cloverleaf backbreaker by Summers. And then Noah just throwing Summers back down. So I'm not going to play this on the floor game like I did against Holiday. I'm going to return to the ring, show off a little. Oh, do a little switcheroo. Noah was coming after Summers on the floor. Summers returned to the ring and cuts her off with a series of strikes. Summers was lying in wait. Gut wrench suplex. Now heading up to the middle turnbuckle. Motioning for Hikari Noah to get to her feet. Swings and misses with a double axe handle. That's embarrassing. So instead she's, was going to take her for a walk across the ring, but Noah fights out of it. Springboard crossbody. Now Noah back to the top rope here. That's a long way to go. Motioning for Summers to get to her feet. Went for, don't know, but she missed by a lot. Ooh, this match is sloppy. Noah now putting Summers up on the top rope. Now, oh my God. Cazadora off the top turnbuckle. 1, 2. Oh, wow. I did not expect Summers to kick out of that. Noah back to the top rope. Hopefully she has better luck this time. Again, motioning for Summers to get to her feet. Went for the missile dropkick, but gets swatted out of the air. And now Summers takes control with a knee drop and an elbow drop. Now, the winner of this match will move on, as I mentioned, to the round of 32. Those matches, oh, man. Nice takedown there by Summers at single arm DDT. 1, Noah grabs the bottom rope, and the referee sees it. He's 2 for 2 tonight. Good job, ref. So yeah, the winner will move on to the round of 32, but they will face the winner of our next match between Mercedes Mone and Marty Bell. So that's a tough hill to climb for either of these women. Whoever comes out on top in this match, we'll have a couple episodes to rest up because we do still have, after tonight, 8 more spots to fill in the round of 32. And then we will also have an episode of 3rd and 4th round matches before these women would have their 3rd and 4th round matches. Just by virtue of the way the schedule plays out, we're doing 12 matches a night. And there will, by necessity, be 24 matches across the 3rd and 4th rounds. Belly-to-belly suplex by Summers on the floor. Big overhand chop by Summers. Now sends Noah not all the way into the barricade. Noah, I guess, able to slam on the brakes a little bit, but not able to avoid that cross arm breaker. Summers has taken control since the fight spilled to the floor. Sending Noah into the barricade. Oh, no. Side Russian leg sweeps her into the barricade. Folks, if you told me when this show started that we would have a woman from Adelaide, South Australia, win 2 matches tonight, I would have assumed you meant Rhea Ripley. But Savannah Summers looks to be on the verge of doing so tonight. Just did a lap around the ring before returning and going after Noah's left arm again. Oh, and just stomping on the shoulder. So both Summers and Noah's graphics on in the corner, their HUD displays are they kind of look like Simpsons characters in singlets. Just the torsos have taken a lot of abuse, but the arms and the heads have as well. Noah returns to the ring. Summers not far behind. Noah looked like she might have been thinking about a dive. Instead, going to the middle turnbuckle, doing a nice little walk around, shades of Metalik, before turning it into a drop kick. Back into the Firewoman's carry. Oh no, she's going back for the Blue Racer. And she's pulling her away from the ropes. Very smart. This might be enough. I don't know if Summers is going to be able to survive it this time. She's fighting it. You can see her trying to fight out of it. Noah eventually just has to let go. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. And, well, I had congratulated the ref earlier on catching 2 rope breaks tonight. He missed that one. Savannah Summers grabs the bottom rope, but the referee counts to 3. Hikari Noah, the latest to advance. She's the 21st woman to advance to the round of 32. 3.5 stars, our best match of the night. Very well done by both participants, but it is Hikari Noah who will move on to episode 12, where she will face the winner of our next match in a 3rd round contest. We can now add Hikari Noah to that growing list of women who qualified for the round of 32. You heard me list off the names earlier. But we're at 21 now. We've got 3 more spots to fill on this episode of the 150. Of course, we will be back. I'm planning to do Saturday and Sunday streams this weekend. Just because, one, I'm running out of time. If I want to get both of these tournaments done before Mania weekend, I've got a lot of shows I still have to do. So we will see how that goes. So I will run through the cards of those shows before we part today. But when I put the focus on the here and the now for our next match, as Marty Bell, the number 90 seed, who earlier on tonight upset number 39 Momo Watanabe, takes on number 26 Mercedes Mone. Worth pointing out, Savannah Evans, by losing that match. I'm sorry, Savannah Summers. I wanted to call her Savannah Evans. Savannah Summers, by virtue of losing that match, means that Becca is still the only qualifier to move on through 2 rounds of the actual tournament. So very impressive showing by Hikari Noah to win back-to-back matches. She had the last match of the first round, took a 5-minute intermission with the rest of us, and then came back and won the first match of the second round. So, yeah, good on you, Hikari Noah. Here we go. Time for our 10th match of the evening.
The following contest is scheduled for
one fall.
Making her way to the ring from New York, Marty Bell.
So Marty Bell beat Momo Watanabe earlier on with a pedigree. I was just hoping to go 2 for 2 tonight in her wins over the representatives of World Wonder Ring stardom. Mercedes Mone, I think, technically is a member of the New Japan roster, but New Japan at this point doesn't technically have a women's division. But they have a partnership with Stardom, so I think technically Mone is on the Stardom. I don't know. I'm counting her as a member of the Stardom roster for the purposes of statistics in this tournament. But here she comes, the number 26 seed. She beat Anna Jas earlier tonight with a frog splash. It's boss time.
And from Boston, Massachusetts, the International Wrestling Grand Prix Women's Champion, the Superstar,
Mercedes Mone. You mentioned she beat Anna Jas earlier. Number 26 seed. She has been a mainstay on the PWI list. And after winning the IWGP Women's title last month, when the 2023 list, the 2023 list comes out, you got to think she's going to be right back in the top 10. Since her first appearance on the list back in 2015, she has only missed out on the top 10 twice. And this ranking of number 26 is her worst. Starting in 2015, these are her rankings: 3, 2, 4, 14, 14, 5, 6, and then this year with 26. Marty Bell, seemingly unimpressed, though, comes firing with the shot there, but an inverted atomic drop, and then, nice pop-up, kind of gator legs into a eat defeat there by Mercedes. I've never really seen anything like that. And a reality check Shades of the Miz. Mercedes using a lot of her former co-workers' moves here. But hey, you know, the good ones steal from the great ones. The great ones. All right, let's see. How does that express? I forgot how the expression goes. Good. It's about writers. Good writers borrow from great writers. Great writers steal from them outright. I don't remember. But currently Mercedes putting on a wrestling clinic here against Marty Bell. Keep in mind the winner of this, as we just said, will be facing Hikari Noah on episode 12 coming up. I can give you the tentative date on that show. That is going to be, stand by. There it is. That will be on Tuesday the 28th. So about just shy of 3 weeks from now. Now, Marty Bell in control here with some strikes. I mentioned we are going to talk through what the upcoming schedule is here in just a little bit. But both women now to the floor, shoulder blocked by Marty Bell. Slams her arm down on the concrete, then drives a knee into the face. The IWGP Women's Champion in some trouble, but she manages to dodge that knee drop from Marty Bell. I thought she might have been able to capitalize on that, but Marty just sends her right back into the ring. And slams her face first off the canvas, right on the logo. Just face first onto the end. Marty pulling her up. I'm not sure what she was going for there, but Sasha reversed it. And slams her into the top turnbuckle, head first. And again. And again. And again. Yes. And, oh, no, not again. Now going for the sort of a variation on the hammerlock using the top rope. Not technically illegal. She just has to release it before a count of 5, but referee didn't even get to 1. So playing by the rules is Mercedes Mone so far. And she eats the canvas. Big bulldog there from Marty Bell. 1, 2. Whoa, very nearly a huge upset there for Marty Bell. She's the number 90 seed in there with Mercedes Mone. Again, my apologies for whatever allergic thing is happening in my nose right now, affecting the quality of my voice. Trust me, I'm usually much more professional. For those of you out there that are looking for a professional wrestling announcer, I'm still your man. Oh, wrong bank statement! But Marty Bell's feet were in the ropes. 1, 2. Oh, he saw that rope break. 2 for 3 tonight, I guess. I think Mercedes wanted to go to the top, but the rope was just in the way. She takes a roundabout way to get there. And hits another frog splash, but this time Bell gets her knees up. The referee may have just cost Mercedes Mone this match because Marty Bell just hits another pedigree. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. And Marty Bell has beaten Mercedes Mone. Controversial finish here as the number 90 seed advances after the referee physically keeps Mercedes from climbing the turnbuckles. Mercedes has to take the long way around in order to finally go for the frog splash, but that gave Marty Bell enough time to get her knees up and then immediately hit her with a pedigree for the win. Folks, we are going to have a nice long talk with the referee after this. Very, very disappointed in the officiating. At least saw Marty Bell grab the bottom rope when she was in the bank statement, which is, or when she was being pinned after the bank statement, which admittedly is an improvement. But man, Mercedes cannot feel good about that loss. She did everything she had to win that match and got screwed by bad officiating. That's just a horrifying way to go out. heart goes out to Mercedes Mone, but congrats to Marty Bell. Again, can't feel good about the way she won, but she's got to feel good that she won, claiming the 22nd spot in our round of 32. Now it's time for our semi-main event here, as the number 23 seed, the one-time NWA World Women's Champion Kamille, takes on Ice Ribbon's Saori Anu, the Ice Ribbon Ice Infinity champion. Two dominant champions. Both won their titles in June, but Camille's was over a year earlier. Hers was June 2021, whereas Silvery won hers last June. Are in Mobile for this match. Oh, was Anu one of the ones that didn't get an entrance? Oh, no, there it is.
The following contest is scheduled for
one fall.
Making her way to the ring from Kyoto, Japan, the Women's Champion, Satoru
Saori Anu, the untamable Saori Anu. 5'3", 121 pounds, from Otsu in Shiga, Japan. Her first ever appearance on a PWI list. She, earlier on tonight, upset Rhea Ripley, getting her to submit to the LaBelle lock. We'll see if she can do the same here against her opponent, who basically knocked Rachel Rose out in their match earlier, hitting her with a go-to-sleep out of a suplex position. I am, of course, talking about my friend, the NWA World Women's Champion, the Brick House, Kamille.
From Durham, North Carolina, the National Wrestling Alliance Women's World Champion, Kamille.
So Kamille hoping to join Hikari Noah and Marty Bell, who have advanced to the third round, and matches that will happen, or a match that will happen against each other. It'll be Hikari Noah against Marty Bell on episode 12. Again, like I said, that should be March 28th that I have that penciled in for. It's a Tuesday night. The I still have, yeah, I'm good with that. There we go. There's the bell. Also competing on that episode will be Arisa Nakajima, Viva Van, Tootie Lin, and Miyu Watanabe, who have qualified for spots in the round of 32 already. So this will fill the 7th of 16 slots on that night, and the 23rd overall of 32 women that will be in that round. Big roundhouse punches there from Kamille, and just a gut-wrench suplex, showcasing her superior strength and size. And then a big power slam. Again, Kamille, 5'10". Saoriano, what did I say? She was 5'2"? 5'3". So 9-inch height difference between Kamille and Saoriano, which is about the same as the height difference between my wife and me. I'm 6'1". She's about 5'4". Big back elbow by Kamille, and then just tossing Anu across the ring by her hair. And again, just deadlifting her up off the canvas. Kamille, of course, also a fitness model in addition to being the most dominant NWA World Women's Champion since Mischief. I don't know if you saw on the FXE social media this week, yesterday for International Women's Day, talked about Kamille and how only Mischief, who I just mentioned, Jazz, and the Fabulous Moolah have had individual reigns longer than the one Kamille is on currently. Kamille, I mean, of course, 3 of those were by Moolah, so it's the 6th longest total, but only 3 women have had longer. Just 3 of them were by the same woman. It cannot be overstated, can't be overstated how dominant the fabulous Moolah was in the 60s and 70s. Anu goes for the pin, but she has not done nearly enough damage to Kamille, even though the crowd thinks that pin was too sweet. Elbow to the top of the head. Pulling her up into a front face lock, going for a suplex, and takes her over hard. Now, I'm not sure what she's going for here, just dragging her away from the ropes. Just kind of doing a little dance, making a little love, just pretty much kind of getting down tonight, I guess. And now, sort of variation on the figure four, pushing sideways on the knee. So much of Camille's power comes from the explosiveness in her legs. 1, 2. I'm saying if you can neutralize the lower body, you take away a lot of Camille's explosiveness. And remember, she won her first round match with it. Oh no, back into the label lock. This is the move that she used when she beat Rhea Ripley earlier. And Kamille taps out. Saori Anu tonight has made two of the most dominant women in wrestling tap out. Kamille is out. Mercedes Mone is out. Saya Kamitani is out. Momo Watanabe is out. We've had so many high seeds fall tonight. Saori Anu, number 87, is moving on to the round of 32. Remember earlier when I said that so far of the 20 women, or now it's 23 women who have qualified for the round of 32, only 4 of them have been among the top 32 seeds. Tonight is what I'm talking about. The favorites have just not done well since this tournament started. There is one high seed remaining in this episode. We will see if she can break that streak and get some chalk into the next round. But man, anything can happen in these tournaments. I know that's such a cliche in wrestling, but I mean, if you watched the 500, you know it's true. It's not just a cliche, it's a fact. Royce Chambers, the current world simu-weight champion, the winner of the first ever pro wrestling simulated tournament, was a 300-something seed. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm pulling up the bracket now. 387. Royce Chambers, the number 387 seed, was the winner of our inaugural tournament. So underdogs do well in simulated tournaments here on this channel. And obviously that's holding true tonight. The 7, 39, 42, 55, 58, 26, and 23 seeds have all fallen. The only top 32 seed remaining in this episode is Taya Valkyrie. But she's got a tough hill to climb.
The following contest is scheduled for
one fall.
Making her way to the ring from Richmond, Virginia,
Jordan Blade, the ankle breaker, the submission specialist, Trap Daddy, managed to get Natsupoi into the ankle lock. Wasn't able to get a submission, but pinned her immediately after to get the win and advance to this showdown with Taya. The number 74 seed, Jordan Blade. What a run they have been on. We'll see if that continues here with a victory over Taya Valkyrie, which would be a huge feather in the cap of the submission sniper, Jordan Blade. Oh, right. Taya was a Dre 41 gaming edit, wasn't she? I forgot.
From Vancouver, British Columbia, the Action All-Star Alliance World Women's Champion, Taya Valkyrie.
So Taya Valkyrie I'm going to run through those accolades here real quick one more time. You see her wearing the Lucha Libre AAA Worldwide Reina de Reinas Championship, the most prestigious women's wrestling championship in Mexico. She's also the Heavy on Wrestling Women's Champion, the Major League Wrestling Women's World Featherweight Champion, and co-holder of the Impact Knockouts Tag Team Championship. A student of the legendary Lance Storm. She's got a technical side, but she can also throw you around with a swinging side slam, a power bomb, various suplexes. She's going to try to utilize a power advantage here at 5'8", 145. But actually giving up 35 pounds to Jordan Blade. Jordan Blade at 5'8", one of only a handful of competitors as tall as Taya in this tournament. So relatively evenly matched. The power edge probably goes to Blade, as does the submission advantage. This is a tough matchup on paper for Taya Valkyrie. But she is the odds-on favorite. She is the number 10 seed. She is, quote-unquote, supposed to win tonight because, being a top 10 to the third round, what, 9 rounds? 7 rounds. I can't count. Slammed by Taya. Seemingly unsure of what to do. Goes right into a bow and arrow. That's a brutal submission. Giving Trap Daddy a taste of their own medicine there. Oh, but Blade, of course, knows the counter to it. Goes right into a pin, but Ty is able to kick out pretty much immediately. Series of punches there from Blade. Single leg. Oh! I thought they might have been going for a spinning toe hold, instead just dropping all their weight down on the knee of Taya. And again! Not sure what she's going for here. It's hard to tell with the camera placed where it is. So, guys, we don't always have to use the hard cam. Sometimes we can go to a close-up. Chop there by Jordan Blade. Scoop. Snake Eyes by the submission sniper. Not sure what happened there. A couple of frames dropped out, but Taya clearly took advantage with some kind of kick. Somebody get that fan out of here, holding up the... they're misgendering Jordan Blade. Standing moonsault attempt by Valkyrie. Swings and misses. And slamming her face first into the top turnbuckle. And a belly-to-belly coming up. No! Yes! Okay. Nice combination there by Jordan Blade. I wasn't sure what was going on. Backing Taya into the corner and then into that overhead belly-to-belly. Ankle pick into the ankle lock. I'm going to get Taya to tap out. We've already seen Rhea Ripley and Kamille tap out tonight. Will Taya be the third? Jordan going for the pin here. 1, 2. Oh, Taya barely able to kick out. Very, very close. Jordan Blade very nearly pulling off yet another huge upset tonight. And then just a running kick to the side of the head. Oh, not sure it's going for. But Taya with a swinging head scissor. A variation on a Rana there. Now, double underhook. Going for that glam slam. Rolls through. Referee saw the rope break that time. Inconsistency. That is the move that she used to pin Dakota Kai earlier. Oh, Blade able to kick her away. Boot to the midsection. Blade going for a suplex. Yes! Nicely done by Blade to float into a pinning position there, too. Almost got the win with a vertical suplex. That's how fundamentally sound Jordan Blade is. Even their vertical suplexes are devastating enough to be finishers. Nice double leg there by Valkyrie. I guess it was more like a leg sweep. Cannot seem to figure out what it is she wants to do with Jordan Blade, other than she wants to get them away from the ropes. And she's going to do it again. Okay, cool. Come on, Tide. Do something. Clearly, she's off her game here. Oh, God. Oh, no. Not that stomp. Not the stomp. God, that leg grapevine curb stomp. We've seen several people use in our tournaments so far this season. And it's enough. Taya Valkyrie manages to escape the only high seed to move on tonight.
Here is your winner, Taya Valkyrie.
Taya Valkyrie picks up the win in our main event. She will face Saori Anu on episode 12 coming up here in a couple of weeks. So quick recap of what happened tonight. I'm going to actually put myself on screen here. Taya, you are a lovely lady, but I'm going to share a little bit of screen real estate with you while we run through. Yep, there we go. Helps if I turn my camera on. How we doing? Savannah Summers upset Saya Kamitani. Taya Valkyrie beat Dakota Kai. Kamille beat Rachel Rose. Mercedes Mone beat Anna Jas. Marty Bell upset Momo Watanabe. Saori Anu upset Rhea Ripley. Jordan Blade upset Natsupoi. Hikari Noah upset Holiday. Those were first round matches. Then we took an intermission and we came back and had 4 second round matches where Hikari Noah beat Savannah Summers. Marty Bell upset Mercedes Mone. Saori Anu upset Kamille. And then in our main event, the woman to my left, your right, Taya Valkyrie, survived a showdown against Jordan Blade. So that adds Noah, Bell, Anu, and Valkyrie to the round of 32. We will see all of them compete. Currently, that show is scheduled for March 28th. Of course, cards subject to change. I don't know at the moment what my FXE responsibilities will be around that time. We are gearing up for our first show. It is going to happen sooner rather than later. I just don't have an exact date. But once I do, it'll be all over the FXE social media. It'll be all over the PWS social media. It'll be all over my social media. There will be no way to miss it. But if you're in the Middle Tennessee area, definitely come out and see us for FXE Crush Live when that show happens. In the meantime, I'm going to be here 2-3 nights a week doing these simulated shows, just kind of, keeping the muscles loose, staying on top of the commentary thing, getting my reps in until I can do it for real. So thanks for watching tonight. We do have 2 streams this weekend. I mentioned earlier, we're doing a Saturday stream of the 100, which is our tag team tournament. And then we'll be back with more first and second round matches in the 150, like we saw tonight. That'll be happening on Sunday. So Saturday's card in the 100, we will see. I don't have the bracket in. I do. Yeah, here we go. It's going to be FTR against Strong BJ. Yes, that's the name of their team. The winners of that match will then go on later in the evening to face the winner between the Bollywood Boys and Money, Power, Respect. We will also have, here we go. I forgot that I put it on a whiteboard just so that I could do this easier. Nuevos Ingobernables take on Perros del Mal de Japón. The winner of that match will face the winner between Swerve in Our Glory, reuniting for this tournament, and the Brawling Brutes. Violence is Forever will take on the Commonwealth Connection. The Briscoe Brothers take on Fly Deaf. That's right, folks. The Briscoe Brothers placed 3rd on PWI's list. And, just because Jay's no longer with us, of course, we were still going to include him. You can't have a tag team tournament and not include the Briscoe Brothers. So Briscoe Brothers against Fly Deaf. RK Bro will be against Alex Reynolds and John Silver from the Dark Order. The winner of that match will face the winner between DeCourage and Milk Chocolate. Aussie Open will take on the Frenchadors. The winners of that match will face the winners between Catch 22 and Pretty Deadly. So that's going to be 10 second round matches followed by 4 third round matches. So we're going to do another 14 match stream Saturday. So we'll probably get an early start on that one just because, those tag shows take a long time because simulating tag matches in 2K is faster than simulating them in Fire Pro, but that's not saying much. And then Sunday, we will be back with more of the 150, our women's tournament. We will see. God. Thunder Rosa will take on Iva Kolaski. Shazza McKenzie against Rina Yamashita. The winners of those two matches will then face off later in the evening, like how they were tonight. We will also see Tam Nakano take on Christy Janes, and Emerson Jayne against Shayna Baszler. The winners of those matches will then face off later in the evening. Masha Slamovich against Liza Hall, and Ali Catch against Mirai. The winners of those matches will then face off. And Diana Perazzo will face Lou O'Farrell. The winner of that will then face the winner between Lufisto and Cora Jade. So 8 more first round matches in the 150, followed by 4 more second round matches. And we will add 4 more names to the list of women who have already advanced. Now, coming into this episode, we knew 20 of them. Charlotte Flair, Miyu Yamashita, Utami Hayashishita, Shoko Nakajima, Arisa Nakajima. That's 2 Nakajimas. How about that? Maki Ito, Jacy Jayne, Viva Van, Savannah Evans, not Savannah Summers, who lost tonight, Tootie Lynn, Jamie Hayter, Jessica Troy, Serena Deeb, Natalya, Miyu Watanabe, Raquel Rodriguez, Dana Brooke, Miranda Alize, Leila Gray, and Becca had already qualified coming into this show. And then tonight, we added Hikari Noah, Marty Bell, Saori Anu, and the woman to my left, Taya Valkyrie. So that brings the total number of women who have advanced to the third round to 24. There are 8 more spots in that round to be filled. We will get 4 of them on Sunday. The other 4 will probably be next Sunday. I don't think we're going to stream next Thursday. So the current, again, card subject to change. I can't stress that enough. Streams this Saturday and Sunday, the 100 and 150. Another 100 stream on Tuesday the 14th. Sunday the 19th, I am going to be out of town, but I will be coming home Sunday, depending on when I get home. I hope to do a stream that night, finishing up rounds 1 and 2 of this tournament. Tuesday the 21st, we'll have more of the 100, more 150 on Thursday the 23rd. Sunday the 26th will be the last standalone 100 show, where we will have the 4th round and the quarterfinals of that tournament will happen on that night. And then Tuesday the 28th is the last standalone show for the 150, where we will determine who the final 8 participants are in the 150. And then WrestleMania weekend, haven't decided if it's going to be Saturday or Sunday, but it'll be one of the days that weekend. We will have our own WrestleMania. As I mentioned, the World Simuweight champion Royce Chambers will have his first title defense. He will face the winner of a Royal Rumble, which will happen earlier that night. The Royal Rumble will include the 29 highest seeded wrestlers in the 2022 PWI 500 that were not on the 2021 list, and Masaaki Mochizuki, who was the only wrestler in the 500 to never be beaten. So that match will have, both of those matches will happen at WrestleMania. Also, the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals of this tournament, the 150, those 7 matches will also happen at WrestleMania, plus the semifinals and finals of the 100, our tag team tournament. So we are going to have 12 huge matches for you WrestleMania weekend at our new flagship show, WrestleMania. You won't want to miss that. You might see the woman to my left, Taya Valkyrie. You will for sure see Royce Chambers. He's the only one we know for sure is going to be there. Other than me, yours truly, Pat Dooley. Thanks so much for sticking with me through this stream and through all of these crazy tournament shows we've been doing. I very much appreciate your time. I very much appreciate your patronage. Thanks so much for watching. We will see you next time here on Pro Wrestling Simulator.